Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to the comedy extravaganza that is The Adventures of E. Strap yourselves in because in this podcast we dive into hilarious personal stories, mishaps, and everyday life. From the awkward encounters at the grocery store to trying to adult in a world that seems determined to trip us up at every turn. So whether you're listening during your commute or just kicking back with a cup of coffee, get ready to laugh until your sides hurt. Here's your host, Elissa.
Hello, ladies and gents, and boys and girls, and everyone in between. Welcome to another episode of The Adventures of E with me, Elissa, and my co-host,
Jason.
My wonderful husband, my better half.
I don't know about better.
I definitely think better, but that's just my opinion. It was also just Father's Day, so I put you up pretty high on a pedestal. I did a whole Facebook post. That was a pretty big deal.
I know. That was pretty legit. You even put that on the page, too.
I know. You're welcome.
Yeah, look at you stepping up.
Trying to be on Facebook.
Trying to do the social media thing.
Trying to, man. It's a struggle.
Don't try and take my job from me. God.
Well, you complain about your back hurting all the time, so...
I know. Now it's my neck and shoulders.
Okay, enough of the marital issues. Go on with it, sir.
Okay. Well, we're going to do something a little special this time around. And the big reason being is because today was your first full day at your new job. Your first 12-hour shift in the nursing world.
It was.
Yes.
It
So
was.
I'm going to ask you some questions, and we're going to dig into your first day. We're going to dissect it.
The tables have turned.
Yeah, the turntables have turned.
Okay, that's weird. I don't like that so
You're right.
much. That made me angry, like down in my soul. I'm so mad. I'm so mad about it.
It's so mad.
So mad. Okay, go on.
All right, so we're going to start off with, so what kind of note did your day start out on, and why do you think it did?
A terrible one.
Why?
First of all, so my first official week was all education.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to ditch the backpack that I normally carry,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to carry a big, like, tote purse.
Right.
Because there was people everywhere, which was a good call on my part.
Right.
There were some tight spaces. So this morning, I go to pack my work bag like I normally would.
Yeah.
And my zipper is completely busted on my work bag.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm not prepared for this. This sends me in a tailspin.
Yeah.
Plus, in my mind, I'm already running late because I need to be there at least 15 minutes early.
Right.
So I'm panicked. Can't get the bag to work. So I grab my old faithful, like, turnout gear bag that you bought me years ago.
Yeah.
Like, years ago on my first interview for a hospital.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, it's only right.
Right. So I carry it.
Take it back OG style.
Fair. That's fair. With nothing that I needed in it at all. Like, literally nothing. I had my clipboard and pens and a wallet. I get there. Actually, I'm like a quarter of the way there, and I realize I don't even have my fucking stethoscope. Like, what kind of nurse has no stethoscope? They were super, like, nice about it and understanding. They sure were. And so, like, I'm trying to be on my best behavior when I get there, and it just escalates really quickly.
Like, really quickly?
Because I said something to the nurse, the charge nurse. So I go to badge in finally.
Mm-hmm.
My badge snaps and breaks.
Brand new badge.
Yeah, like the pin, like, flew off. Like,
Yeah.
it came undone.
Gotcha.
And I'm trying to fix it with a thing I gotten on Amazon. And right when I get in there, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, don't mind me. And she's like, you okay? And I was like, no, I'm a little bit of a hot mess. I don't have anything I need, and I'm struggling. And she goes, are you going to be day shift or night shift? I said, well, I'll be night shift. She goes, you'll fit in real well there.
Mm.
And I go, wow, this escalated real quick.
What is that
And
supposed
she
to
goes,
mean?
that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I just meant, like, you'll fit in with them, like, their personalities. And I was like, oh, okay. But she was actually really nice. So my poor orientator, I couldn't stand her because she's so freaking adorable and cute and skinny and petite and just, be bopping around. I'm like, man, I wish I had that energy.
Right.
Anyway, she also had ADHD.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting.
She takes the same medication as I do.
Okay, all right.
And the other two ladies that were there are definitely ADHDers. One is pregnant and can't take her medication, and the other one's undiagnosed. So it was a mess. Like, it was a revolving door of patients, and it was like we were all straight struggling at one point. And I had no idea. I'm sure they knew what was going on. I had no idea what was going on. And I was just like, I don't know where anything is. I don't know what to do.
It's like, help me, I'm poor.
Help.
Yeah, right.
So it was fine. It went okay. It's not my typical unit, so like it's not something I know super well or something that I love yet, you know what I mean? So that was a little bit of a struggle. But like 3/4 of the way through the day, I realized I have no eyebrows on.
Oh, you pulled the no eyebrows day?
I guess I was like, I'm going to break them in real good.
Hey, might as well.
I didn't think about it because I was running late. My bag was broke. Forgot my stethoscope. There were like more important things happening. And so I said something to him. But I had my glasses on most of the day, which you couldn't see. And I was like, nobody even noticed why I looked so surprised. I forgot my eyebrows. And then everybody started laughing and was like, well, now that you say it, we notice. But that was about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you feel like was the most positive thing that happened to you today? Since obviously the day started off on a little bit of a rough note and had some ups and downs and, you took some comedic turns with it. But what do you...
Everybody made it out alive, period.
That's the positive thing?
Yep, period.
Everybody made it out alive.
Mm-hmm. That's what I got.
Nobody DC'd to the JC?
Nope.
Okay. All right. We'll leave that at that. So was your apprehension of the new job justified after your first day? Because we talked a lot about...
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
With this job, I'm being thrown a lot of curveballs, which I don't mind.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I don't mind. But I don't want them on a daily basis. Like, sometimes it's nice. This sounds really terrible, but nurses who have nursed for a long time out there will understand, especially on their specialty units.
Right.
There are days where you can and you need to go on autopilot, and that's okay. You can't do that with a job you don't know yet or you don't understand fully or the ins and outs. And so I have to go through that not once, but 4 more times. And it is stressing me out and it is wearing me out a little bit. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
Last episode was not the greatest episode I've ever had, obviously. I'm real sorry about that. This episode, hopefully is a little bit better than that, like a step up. But, it's just really drained me.
Yeah.
And this is not something I want to give up. So obviously, I'm trying to show up. But I'm putting all I have right now currently into it that I can.
Right. Well, and I think that's, with schedules changing and everything kind of, pivoting, that's why, for like recording, the podcast, I wanted to make sure that it was accessible to you whenever you were available, like tonight with recording and make it as easy as possible.
And I think that's something we should tell people too, because I think people who know us in the real world, we're like, it wasn't your first day today or yesterday, after the podcast was released. So we are going to try to be more fluid on when we record said podcast, but it'll always come out on Wednesday morning.
Yeah, we're sticking to the same release dates. Nothing's going to change there, so that way, people like Tom doesn't get all butt hurt, and I don't get a text, bitching to the HR and tech department, that it wasn't released on time. So, but we may potentially be recording, 3, 4, 5 days early, and we
don't really know. YOLO.
Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of pivot with it and see what happens. So you say that the apprehension was justified because like it's just a lot of curveballs and it's a lot of change all at once. And I know we've talked about, you not necessarily doing the greatest with change on a regular basis.
Right.
Um, do you do you feel like it'll settle in to a point where you can have a little bit more of that comfortable consistency, so to speak?
I'm sure I will. It's just like when I went to ICU and I literally came home the first day and looked at you and said, "What the fuck have I done?" And I like sobbed and because I felt dumb.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like everything comes with time. But my concern is there's not enough time. Okay, folks, I'm what I like to call a lazy perfectionist. Okay. What that means is I'm lazy and I don't want to do it, but I need to do it and it's going to be perfect as I can get it. So it's a real big struggle in my mind. And so there's so many jobs and job categories coming at me in such a short amount of time that I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to give 90% every shift, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I mean it does make sense because you're basically saying that like there's all these different like because you're floating and being on
Mhm.
different floors and different units and all this other stuff that there's just going to be a lot of consistent change and new ways of doing things and it's all going to be
Well,
thrown at you on a regular
and
basis.
every unit has rules, and different units have a lot more flexibility than I'm used to.
Right.
So that's also going to be a struggle for me too.
Yeah.
I won't lie to you, but it is what it is.
Gotcha. So
So,
so I mean that kind of covers initial impressions, but I mean, kind of recap, like, what is your initial impression of everything now that you've had like a first full on the floor day and what your future outlook is with it?
this is so dumb, but I was thinking about this tonight on my drive home. I love the people I worked with, etc., etc. It I don't know what the word is to use. I kind of dread my next day I go into the new job because I can't just go in and do my job. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can't just go about my business and not ask for help. Not that I mind asking for help either. Don't get me wrong, because I don't. It's just I like to do my own thing on my own time.
Right.
And when you're learning and you're orienting with somebody, like it's not about you and your schedule, it's about their schedule because that's how they like to do it. And that's fine because I can do my own thing when I'm off orientation. It's just a struggle when you've done the same thing for so many years.
Right. And having to reset that.
And now that's all been yanked away.
Gotcha.
Like it's sad. It's a little bittersweet, I got to be honest.
Yeah. But I mean, everything comes in time. So I mean, what's your future outlook you know, uh, for this change? Like, how do you feel about it after the initial start?
You know what? We'll rate it. So today,
Are we rating like today only or
just today,
okay.
but we have two categories.
Okay.
Patient load wise,
Okay.
from 0 to 10,
10 being the worst.
yeah,
Okay.
was a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
But today, as far as coworker wise,
Mhm.
0 being the best in this situation,
Mhm.
was a 0 out of 10.
Okay.
Like they were awesome.
So trade-offs.
They were very understanding. They let me go about my business. So, I mean, it was good. That part was good. It was
Good.
just learning a new job at
Yeah.
a new position.
Just engaging with everything and figuring everything out.
And then needing to grab something and you don't know where it's at and you're stuck in the supply room for 10 extra minutes.
Awkward.
Yeah, I did get awkward a few times today.
Did you T-Rex it at all?
I didn't. I kept my arms down,
Well, that's good.
kept them glued to my side.
Glued to the side.
But I made a joke with a bunch of the doctors and they didn't know who I was.
How'd that go over?
A bunch of them giggled, so we were good.
Okay. Well,
But-
I mean, that's positive.
I mean, yeah, like I'll take it. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's better than I'm going to call HR.
Right?
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
It's my first day, sir. I am HR's worst nightmare.
Oh, yeah, I definitely didn't say that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I thought it.
I probably wouldn't repeat that one.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. We'll wait.
Yeah, get in there a few months and
Let me razzle dazzle them with my sparkling personality and wonderful appropriate jokes for days.
And then a few months in, just go in there like Wreck-It Ralph.
Bam!
Just wow.
I got a new badge reel.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
It says Silly Goose on the Loose Club. And it makes me so happy.
Well, I mean, you are a silly
goose on the loose.
Yeah.
Like, literally. You'll never know where I'm going to show up.
You're just like walking around like,
Just confused.
Just
I know. I just walk around looking perpetually confused.
You know, you're kind of like that. It reminds me like that wind-up toy that would just like kind of roll around in circles and bounce off things and then roll around in circles until it finally was unwound and it just laid over and died.
Thanks, honey.
Like that's what it kind of reminds me of. I'm just
wow,
saying.
You're kind of a dick. You know that?
I'm just saying.
You're an asshole.
Like you're just bouncing off the walls. You're all over the place.
Oh, man. I can't stand your face right now. I love you, but I can't stand you.
And you're welcome.
No, but I will tell you, these bitches, and I mean that in the nicest way possible, they have made me feel so good about myself.
Oh, yeah?
Listen to this.
Do tell. All right.
They thought I was like 28.
I mean, you are for like the 12th time.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
They legit thought I was like 28.
Yeah.
And when I was like, bam, I have an almost 18-year-old man-child, they were all like, what? Like, legit, they were shocked. It wasn't like a fake, like, oh my God, no way. They were like, what?
Like the face.
Bitch, I need the license to prove this.
Yeah. Well,
I said, you don't want to see this license picture. I said the BMV won and Elissa lost again, for those that you know. And I had 4 chins. I had worked a whole night shift that I didn't sleep before, and I had a butt bun on the top of my head. And let me tell you what, I have never looked so thrilled in my entire life, except for in that BMV picture.
And it was the most forced, thrilled look on your face.
I hate them. I think they do that shit on purpose. Like, they see, a girl maybe with some chins. And, you're trying to stretch it out. Like, you're trying to giraffe neck it, right? And you're trying to... I wish you guys could see me. I know we're getting there. Don't start with me. I'm just saying. I wish you could see this. Because I can demonstrate it better than I can explain it. Anyway, your giraffe neck going. You can't smile. You can smile, but you can't show no teeth. No teeth.
No teeth.
I only got 1 tooth. And...
It ain't got no gas in it.
You're so weird. I got all my teeth, guys. It's fine. Anyway, not that if you don't, it's not okay. That's not what I meant. I'm done. And so she's like, lower, like put your chin lower, lower, lower. And then I'm looking like Shrek. I'm like, you fucking twig ass bitch. Like, you fucking did that shit on purpose. You guys are fucking spiteful as shit.
So, we've obviously been to the BMV tons of times.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to be on the other side of the glass? Like, do they sit back there and
they have to laugh?
And then they profile people.
Oh, they have to. Especially where we live.
Like, they're sitting behind there, like the whole chins thing, like you're saying. Like, do they have, like the whole more chins than a Chinese phone book? Like, do they have like a reference for somebody that they know they're going to take that picture of and they say, oh, there's a phone book. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think it went that deep.
But could they?
Wow.
But you see what I'm saying?
You took this tiny ass topic joke and made it's a crater.
But I'm just saying, like, if you really think about it, because we people watch.
All the time.
And we make up like ridiculous stories about who they are and where they come from. Never met them and we'll never meet them, but we, just kind of joke around.
We have narrated a few people's lives.
Just maybe
in our days.
Just a few. And but like, could you imagine sitting behind the glass on the other side?
No.
With all those people that you see on a regular basis?
No. I can understand. Like, I can understand why they would be so hateful. But here's my thing, Janice. Not all of us fat people are created equal. I don't want to have 5 chins on my license picture. Like, be kind. Be kind.
Be kind.
Be kind and rewind. Wow, we're old. I'm old. Shit.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
So Janice needs to spiff it up and let us fat people have our giraffe chin if we want it.
All right, so we're going to leave the BMV alone. We're going to move on from the BMV.
For now. God,
Okay.
they make me spicy.
So, saucy.
Spicy.
So,
quesadilla.
I don't know where the hell that came from.
I don't either.
So, put up a post on social media, and we had a fan comment on a question that I posted on social media that was, what do you do in a hotel that you won't do at home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she commented.
Now,
this is a high school friend of mine, by the way.
Yeah. So, but her and I had a conversation back and forth through the page.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, so there's multiple comments in the
I
thread.
completely missed it.
Yeah, multiple comments in the thread.
Shit.
You'll have to go back and look at it. So they told some stories about meeting famous people and like how they were while working for the hotel. Like, and it led me to the curious question, what celebrity would you want to meet in a public or like hotel type situation if you were working in that situation?
Like in my current job, is that what you mean?
No. Like say you worked for a hotel, or say you
Who would I want to meet?
Worked for, some kind of service industry other than, the medical field.
Right.
Yeah, who would you want to meet?
Oh my word. Okay, you've thought about this, obviously. Who would you want to meet so I can think about it?
Honestly, like I'm going to, as much as I hate to say it, circle back to a previous episode.
Oh God.
Where we talked about celebrities, living, or dead, that, would be really cool to like either interview or talk to or whatnot. And I still think Howard Hughes. I really think Howard Hughes. I think that would be legit.
I can't with you.
I know. I had the stored answer.
You know who I'd like to meet?
Who?
Shaquille O'Neal. No shit.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I heard he is one of them. Okay. Well, first of all, back it up.
Okay.
Back
it up, Terry.
Put it in reverse, Terry. I did actually, I don't know if it was an interview that he did on TV or like a magazine or whatever, but I read an interview or watched an interview. I don't fucking know what I did. Anyway, he actually came up with his shoe brand.
Mm-hmm.
And Finish Line was actually going to buy it.
Right.
And he said, no, I'm going to sell it to Walmart because kids like me, I want kids like I was to be able to afford them.
Right.
Like, just because I slap my name on it doesn't mean that it needs to go to Finish Line, and be
$200 for a pair of shoes.
Kids,
yeah.
And I commend him. Not only that, but that man has diversified himself so much in his older age by all the product sponsorships he's done and commercials. Like,
oh shit,
he's
general.
So fucking smart about
like
that.
Hell, he's Papa John now.
Well, and he invested in Ring or Blink years ago.
Yeah.
When he did the commercial for them.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Like, that man is so smart, and I would like to meet him.
Yeah.
And I used to watch basketball like years ago when I was a kid, like in the 90s.
Back when it was actually kind of cool.
Like it was Shaq and Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson was getting ready to go out, and Larry Bird was on his way out.
I mean, AIDS for Magic Johnson. I mean, shit, yeah.
He's still alive, bro.
I know, like
now.
It's amazing what money will do in the medical
right.
field.
Anyway, let's not right now and say we did.
Yeah, that's rabbit
hole.
So
anyway, yeah, for another day. Anyway, I would like to meet him.
Okay. All right. I think, I think the reason why I would want to meet Howard Hughes is just because of the like I said before, the intelligence that he had, and the creative mind that he had.
But you think talking to somebody like that, like, do you think you'd actually have a conversation with them? Or do you think it would be so, like, not, you're a very smart man. Or do you think it would be so above your head that you wouldn't be able to follow along?
No, like I feel like, me personally, I feel like I could have a conversation with someone like that. I feel like that's, where I could ask questions and, they would be the type of person to explain certain things and, have a conversation clearly about certain things. Like if I wanted to understand more about, aerodynamics or, how a plane that he designed worked or, anything along those lines, I feel like because someone showed interest, a true interest in it, that he would, delve more into it and be more excited about explaining it and talking about it because somebody did show that interest. It wasn't just somebody, in the business of making money. It was actually somebody that showed a true interest in the creative aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because it's a very methodical, engineering type, mind that he had, but it was also a creative mind. Which I can kind of relate to personally. So I think that, I'd be able to have that conversation. I think I'd be able to.
That was not meant to be rude.
No,
I was just wondering.
I don't
know.
know
How some like real smart people. Actually, you know what? It's funny. I was actually talking to Lacey on the way home tonight, like while I drove home. Hands free, calm down.
Yeah, she's not breaking any laws, people.
So anyway, we were talking and I said, we were talking about really, really, really smart people and how they just like unlock that one thing that they're really good at,
Right.
And I said, I sometimes wonder, and I'm not like, this is not meant to be funny, although it will be funny. It's not meant to be funny. I said, I do often wonder, what if I really am secretly a genius and like we just don't realize it or I haven't unlocked my tism yet? And she started laughing hysterically. And I was like, no, bitch, like I'm being serious. Like, what if I am really smart at something? We just don't know what it is. And it's like something stupid off the charts that nobody else would know.
Right.
I'm just saying it's possible.
No,
I said I could have been the next Stephen Hawking. Shit, who knew?
Well, I'll get you a wheelchair for your birthday.
That was wrong.
Awkward.
I'm so sorry. That was wrong of me. I apologize.
Why? I mean, he's dead. It don't matter.
I know, but still, I wasn't trying to be rude. I was actually like mimicking the voice box, but then it didn't come out right. And then it just happened anyway, which is the story of my life.
God.
Anything good happen this weekend?
No, I built a fence at our property.
Oh, I thought something else happened this weekend that was like really like hilarious, but I guess not.
I don't know.
I feel like I'd remember.
Yeah, the past weekend was just kind of a blur for me. So
it was a rough weekend.
Yeah. But it is what it is. So on the celebrity aspect.
Okay, we're going back.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't done yet.
Oh, my bad.
I wasn't done yet.
My bad.
So how would you react to someone, or especially a celebrity, in a ridiculous or compromising situation that you came across with them?
Well, first of all, I think we've talked about my celebrity spotting situations on the podcast.
I think maybe, yeah.
Literally every one of them I saw, I'm like, I know them, but I can't think of where.
Can't figure out where from.
Yeah, I can't figure out where from. And then it's too late and they're already gone. So probably what would happen is I would definitely stick both feet in my mouth in front of a celebrity and probably do something stupid and like awkward. And then later on realize, oh shit, that was, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a name right now. That was Jennifer Lawrence. What a dumbass. I should have told her we should be friends.
Nobody wants to dance
or
with us.
Snoop Dogg. Nobody wants to dance with us. Or Snoop.
I think
Hey,
Snoop would be fun.
Snoop, I'm cooler than Martha. Just saying. I actually did comment that years. Do you remember that years ago on his Instagram? And he liked it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
if you want to be friends with a white girl, I'm just saying I'm cooler, or something really dumb.
ridiculous.
And he liked it, and I was like, holy shit!
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the 2 seconds of fame right there.
That's my whole celebrityism that I've ever had.
Hey, there's your tism.
There's my tism.
Yeah.
No, that's not the same thing.
Oh, all right. Well, I tried.
E for effort, I guess.
Yeah. All right. E for Elissa.
Erisha.
So, all right. So we're gonna move on. Now, here in the next week or so is your birthday.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I gagged a little bit. It's fine. We're back.
Yep. So it's your birthday. Now, what are your plans for your birthday? Because we've talked about this a little bit, but I want to know. I want you to delve into what you really want to happen. What's the itinerary? What? I know that I am chauffeuring on your birthday.
Oh, for sure. So the shit part of it is all of my friends and things, like now we all have opposite schedules.
Yeah.
And so different things had to be on different days because of that. And it's just the way it aligned.
Mhm.
So even though it's my birthday month and we really should have been celebrating me every day, I'm going to let that go. So on my actual birthday, which is the 26th, you, me, and Mom are going out to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And by lunch, I mean Mom and I are going to drink our lunch, and you may have lunch
Yeah.
if you would like.
And watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, my mother wants to go drunk shopping. Her words. Am I wrong?
No, she did
loves
say.
to go drunk shopping.
She wants to go drunk shopping.
She tries to buy me everything under the sun. God bless her heart. And I'm like, no, Mom, I don't want to look like a potato sack, but thank you.
And that's what happened last year.
Yes. No, it was 2 years ago.
Was that 2 years ago?
Because that's when she got smacked.
Oh,
at Menards. Yeah.
That
was my birthday.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Okay.
Okay. Break it down for me though.
I just did.
I know. But like
even further?
Yes.
I'm going to have at least 4 Carriage House margaritas.
Okay.
I may do a tequila flight again this year.
Okay.
Definitely getting dessert.
Okay. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's your birthday.
YOLO.
Right.
And that's all I got for you.
So now where are we going?
I'm not going to tell everybody.
No?
No, because that's weird. I don't want to do that.
Oh, you didn't want a bunch of like fans to like randomly
that's
show up?
weird. No, because we don't have none. We have 108 likes. Like, come on.
109, damn it.
Oh, my bad. My bad. 109. Anyway, so we're going to drink.
Yeah.
Hopefully nobody throws anything at us this year or smacks my mom.
Yeah. Well, with me being around, that most likely will not happen.
No. But, ladies, have you ever tried to shop with your husband on your birthday? It's like trying to go hunting with the game warden. It's not quite as fun. I gotta be honest.
But see, I beg to differ because like anytime we go shopping, what do I always do?
You're an egg or honor for sure.
I am. I'm like, honey, get whatever you want.
I know, but then I go overboard, and then you're like, that's when I really start enjoying it too. And then you're like, oh, okay, slow down, Sister Sue. And I'm like, oh man, it was just getting fun.
No, I do not slow you down. Whatever. I don't slow you down.
Okay. So we're going to go drunk shopping, and then we're going to come home, and then who knows?
Yeah.
I be trying to have a house party. Like, listen, I want you to think, I'm trying to think of like a real good movie.
Yeah.
With a house party scene in it that was like, I want to go to that house party. Can you think of one? That's random. That's a random question.
Yeah, no, that's a random question. I mean, like, do you want like fuck up the whole neighborhood house party or
like what's that one movie about the sorority or the frat house? Neighbors?
Or Animal House?
I've never seen that all the way through.
Oh my God.
Don't judge me. I don't want to hear it.
I'm judging.
But like Neighbors, that movie, like when the first night they have that party and like they're all having fun.
Yeah.
I want a house party like that.
You don't want a house party like Project X.
No, I do.
That's
the movie I couldn't think of.
That's the
where their car ends up in the pool.
Where they did the.
Fuck.
It's like the found footage type.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want that house party.
That's fuck up the whole neighborhood house party.
I don't give a shit.
Like that's light shit on fire, light people on fire.
Fuck that. I'm not opposed. Anyway, I want a house party. It's not going to happen, but one of these days, I'm going to have, as an adult, the most epic fucking 90s house party ever that ever happened, that ever evered.
Why does it have to be the 90s?
Because, like, that's when things, or early 2000s, like, that's when things were fun. Like, that's before all the technology and the iPhones and people videoing you. That's what I was going to say.
Cameraing you.
Video you. I can't talk.
Back when you had like the big stereos with the big weighted
Yes.
dials.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here for that.
Okay. All right. I could probably get in on that.
Then the next day, which is, I believe, Thursday.
Yes.
Mom and I are having a girls' day that she has completely planned. She's planned it down to the drink that we are having.
Oh, Jesus.
And her and I are having a girls' day together. And then later on that day, we're going to have a couple people over in the pool, in our baby Jesus pool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's really it. I got nothing else planned.
Okay.
Because originally she was going to plan a trip, and then she decided not to. And then I changed jobs. Just a lot of things happened.
All the shit happened.
It just couldn't work out the way we had originally planned on it.
So for your birthday, what are you most looking forward to out of anything?
Being with, like, the people I love the most, honestly, and just having fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a long time since, like, we've been able to cut loose.
Yeah.
And I need that in my life right now. Like, I just need a really good, like, laugh until literally your stomach hurts and you're crying and you're wheezing and you almost piss your pants, or maybe in my case you do.
Yeah, that's
and just have a blast. Like, that's what I'm here for.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm most excited about.
Okay. All right. Well, we will do our damnedest to make sure that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that right, folks? We're going to do our damnedest to make sure
Folks.
that happens. Well, hey, you know what? I want to make sure that the audience knows that they need to partake as well to make sure that you
How are they going to partake?
I don't know, but I'm going to figure something out.
Oy.
I'm going to figure something out.
This reeks of
I have
shenanigans.
Yes.
This reeks. And
I have some shenanigans.
I feel like this is an Elissa situation, only reversed, and I'm uncomfortable with the whole thing. Yeah, I called it.
It'll be fine.
I called it.
It'll be fine. So, one other positive, that we'll kind of cap off on is, now I know we can't share really any details, but there is a basic thing that we can talk about that you're doing this week. You are being interviewed.
Oh, yeah.
By a journalist for a very, very popular set of magazines.
Yeah. And so I'm real excited about that.
Yeah.
But what I thought was hilarious, you guys, is literally in my inbox, in her beautifully written message, as I would expect nothing less, it said, "Until these articles have come out, please refrain from doing any press releases or interviews or something like that.
Anything associated with additional interviews, because they want exclusivity."
And so it made me laugh because I was like, oh, I'm going to try. like I have people calling me for interviews all day, every day. Please.
I mean, hey, you know what? It starts somewhere.
It's interesting. I can't wait to actually talk about it. It's actually like a topic I've brought up on the show numerous times that we've joked about. That's serious. That is what it is.
Right.
But I'm excited, and I will, of course, let you all know.
When we can.
Yeah, when we can. And I did make sure that said journalist could mail me copies of these magazines.
Yeah.
Because I'm that person, and I don't care.
Well, yeah, because I'm going to straight frame that shit.
Oh, God.
It's going in the studio.
You guys, this motherfucker wouldn't take out my diploma out my frame that he bought specifically for said diploma. So these people could photocopy it. I had to carry the whole diploma in the frame, like a huge frame, throughout this entire hospital while taking a tour. You want to talk about looking dumb?
You know what's dumb? The fact that they want you to bring in your goddamn diploma.
Original. Has to be original.
Original goddamn diploma. and then they make a copy of it.
They did.
Like, motherfuckers, I could make a copy at home and bring it to you.
So here I am carrying around this huge ass frame through this entire. You want to talk about awkward? That's the shit I'm talking about. Like, who does this?
Well, yeah, but don't try and pin that on me, because
I ain't pinning it on you. I'm just saying it as a whole. Like, and then we get to where, so they take my stuff and they set it down for me because they're like, oh, okay, you need your hands free. Take me to this other, like, wing of the area. And they're like, well, we need your diploma now. And I'm like, it's all the way back there. Like, I can't catch a break for nothing.
hey, you got your steps in that day, though.
Oh, I'm sure I did. I do. Like I do almost every day.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh, sorry.
got to keep moving and grooving.
Ugh, my knee hurts. I'm getting old.
I know. Birthday's coming,
Shut
and it's coming fast.
up. What's that Johnny Cash song? Is it about the train, the long black train or whatever?
Yeah,
God, I feel that in my soul.
right. So, well, on that note, I think we're,
Are we done?
yeah,
Is it that time?
yeah,
That kind of went fast. It was nice to be on the other side of things.
yeah.
I
I'm a pretty good interviewer for the most part.
mean, you're okay.
I'm a meh. I'm a so-so.
No, you're pretty good. You're way better than I am. I'm a better storyteller than I am an interviewer. I couldn't get that out right, so it was just coming out weird.
Well, see, that's why it works. Like, I ask the questions, you tell the stories.
Yeah,
You know?
I know. It
So.
works.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. As usual, we appreciate any and all feedback and the follows, the likes, the shares. We're excited for upcoming things and
There's so much more happening, guys.
yeah, there's all kinds of
Stay
things
tuned.
that we've got in the works that we are trying to build up, so everybody can enjoy it. So that way we can have fun, you can have fun, and
Everyone wins.
everybody.
It's the courtesy of a reach around.
And
We're out.
We're out.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. Make sure to share and like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/The Adventures of E, and on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@Adventures of E. See you next time.